What's going on, guys? So, surprise. It's oh, God. Not used to seeing everyone so early. So, anyways, E3 day 1. Yesterday was day 0. But here we are. God, yeah, I missed the Sony conference last night. I had to sleep before work, but I watched it this morning. Oh man, I gotta get a PS4 now. I do, mainly for the Order. The Order I've had my eye on for some time now. Buckshot Brown, Hercule, Matthias, how you guys doing? So let me I'm gonna go ahead and kill this. And I'm gonna turn the PC sound down a good bit. That way all of you guys can listen to the conference and whatnot on your own time. And you don't have to deal with the delay. I had to sleep my fixed schedule for this. I apologize. Don't worry, I'm right there with you. Because again, remember, I work an overnight shift. So my time is a lot like y'all's. But we have our coffee. We have an amp in the refrigerator for later. So we're going to try and get through this as much as possible. But oh man. Yeah, just like what everyone's saying, Sony, they started off weak, but god damn that Arkham Knight. Son of a bitch. Now I definitely have to play the Arkham series. I definitely have to. I've wanted to, but it's just set in stone now. A PS4 and well, you're a lucky son of a bitch, Buckshot. Congratulations, though. Yeah, PS4 is bumped up a little bit on my list of things to buy. So let's see, 2 minutes. This should be interesting. Well, Sony did they talked a lot. Oh, they talked a lot. Bloodborne, that looked pretty interesting. I have not played the Arkham series, Notorious. Well, apparently there's gonna be some games for him now. Yeah, what we got? Bloodborne and what was the other one? Oh, the Dragon Age. I haven't played any of the Dragon Ages, so look forward to those being cast. Oh my god, there's so many games I'm gonna have to like just try and get through. Now I don't want to go through them as fast as possible. I want to enjoy them, and those of you who have already played them, re-enjoy them, or haven't played them and want to enjoy them with us, it's gonna be fun. Oh god, yeah, The Witcher. How can I forget about The Witcher? Of course. Shocking. I haven't played The Witcher. Any of them. But I have them. So we'll play them. Oh my god. It's time. I wonder what Nintendo's going to have. Of course, you know, we're going to see Hyrule Knights. Or Warriors, should I say. What else? What else did I thought they were going to have. Yeah, there's GTA 5 coming out. That's right. Second hype. Like 0 hype for when you hear this. But oh my god, I cannot wait to play golf with battleships in the background on fire, breaching islands. That's gonna be insane.
I'm getting bombed. Bring my cart around. I'm out of here.
Hey, looks like I'm the new face of Nintendo. Hey, they promised me you would be here.
Come on, Reggie, give us Mother 3.
How about this instead?
Hey, wait a minute. If
What the hell?
Nintendo's heroes are backstage, who's watching the bad guys?
Not my problem.
It's me, Wario.
I guess this is my problem.
I guess they got Robot Chicken to do this for
Here's
him.
what's new.
Live action combat. Love it. The moves. So, Super Smash Brothers with your Wii's. Huh.
Hello, I'm Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited. Here at the Nintendo Digital event, I'd like to lead off by talking about Super Smash Bros. Right now, you're seeing two familiar bigwigs facing off in a friendly battle. But this isn't a simple pre-rendered animation. What you are seeing will be possible in the new Smash Bros. Games. Now, by using a Mii fighter, anyone can join the battle. I thought about having Mii characters appear in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, but in the end decided against it. Somehow at the time, it didn't seem right to have Miis punching and kicking. For this game, though, we're not simply throwing the Miis into the fray. We've done some serious work getting them ready for a fight. Have a look. They're almost not even Miis anymore. I think you can tell that the Miis are going to be just as competitive as the other characters. Mii fighters will come in three varieties. Brawlers fight empty-handed and prefer to be up close and personal. Mii brawlers are both fast and powerful. Sword fighters are weapon masters. They stay cool and calm as they chase down opponents. Gunners are armed with mysterious arm cannons. They have lots of different projectiles.
Mysterious.
Long range. Brawlers, sword fighters, and gunners. Each type is treated as a separate fighter. And each type can choose 4 special moves from 12 options.
Soaring axe kick. I'm sold.
This means that the Mii fighters will have a total of 36 special moves from which to choose. It would take 9 regular fighters to equal that number of moves. But I didn't decide to include Miis in the lineup just so you or your friends could join.
Hold on, Milgo.
See, every day I received requests for new characters to be added to the game. And now
Elijah Wood?
needs to recreate
What?
any character you like and fight as them. Anyone can join the battle. You can fight. Anyone can fight. This is your chance to defeat Nintendo's greats. We're fast approaching the sales date of the 3DS version.
Oop.
The game is almost complete, but of course there are an
Damn it.
astronomical
Why the
number
fuck do
of
I keep
variables
typing
in
it
a game
there?
like this. We have to be sure to put enough people on the debug team and test it correctly. Thank you for your patience. We've put all our focus into getting the fighters,
Damn, I can't type today.
trophies, stages, and enemy characters ready and in the game. And there are many different modes besides the main Smash battles. I won't go over them in detail now, but let me show you a bit of what's in store for you.
I've never been big on handhelds, ever.
There are many more game elements that we haven't introduced yet, but I don't think we can talk about them all before we release. However, this will be our first Smash Bros. Game on a handheld, so I hope you're all looking forward to Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Nintendo's digital event at E3. This year, we wanted to do something different to celebrate what it means to be a Nintendo fan. Today, you'll meet many of the talented Nintendo teams working hard to deliver great games and hear some of our big E3 news, with more to be shared throughout the show. While I've changed out of my Fire Flower suit for now, Mario is still close to my heart. You may recognize this as what Mr. Iwata used earlier to defeat my Mii Fighter in Super Smash Bros. Now,
Awesome, we get figurines to collect.
he beats me without resorting to a little magic. And in fact, I'm right. That's exactly what he did. Because this is no ordinary toy.
Of course not.
This is one of the first in a new line of products Nintendo has in development called Amiibo. And only on Nintendo systems will you be able to enjoy all the different experiences in this Toys to Life category. Along with Amiibo, both Disney Infinity and Skylanders Trap Team have unique features and functionality that can only be found on Wii U. There's a special chip that's embedded in every figure. Any Wii U system will recognize the figures by touching them on the Wii U gamepad. And when that happens, they spring to life in compatible games in cool new ways. When you touch Amiibo to the gamepad, the character's data is downloaded into the game you're playing.
So they're memory
It's
cards,
also a
for
two-way
the most
street.
part.
We can send information back to the figure. So in other words, your figure's data changes as you play, which opens the door for various new gameplay possibilities. For example, your own figure with its own unique stats and fighting style will not only appear, but also evolve as a fighter in Super Smash Bros. On Wii U. In fact, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U will indeed be the first game to support Amiibo. In other words, this holiday we're not only releasing the game you've been waiting for, but also Amiibo that literally gives you new ways to play. As you saw in my battle with Mr. Iwata, when you use an Amiibo in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, that character will appear as a fighter in the game and compete in battles, developing its own unique attributes and skills. You can fight against them yourself, have them score off.
Is that the chick from the Wii Fit?
But Super Smash Brothers.
He should be kicking everyone's ass.
Amiibo Play is also being prepared right now for a number of other Nintendo games. One of those is a game many of you are already playing, Mario Kart 8. We'll have more details on that and other games soon. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions, but there's much more to cover in this digital event today. So I'm going to ask you to do this. When we're done here, at any time you can catch Nintendo of America's own Bill Trinan, who's hosting a dedicated Amiibo video that goes into a little more detail. So be sure to find him at Nintendo.com or the Nintendo YouTube channel. Super Smash Brothers.
Definitely a neat concept, though. It really is.
But now it's time to give you a sneak.
Although, really, they've already been doing that with those, God, what are they called? Monster, whatever. I know you've seen it.
First video game I fell in love with. Super Mario World on my Super NES.
Hell yeah.
Finished with 99 lives. And I still have that cartridge.
Oh my God.
I bet you remember the first game you
The feels. The feels.
Those of us who play games know that there's nothing quite like them in the world. And those of us who love Nintendo know that no matter what's going on in our lives,
Skylander, that's what it is. No, I don't have a Wii U.
games to deliver fun and great gameplay because it's Nintendo. But what is it like to make these games? Well, you're about to find out directly from our development teams. They're working on some amazing new projects that underscore the point that there's never been a better time to play games on Nintendo platforms. At the end of the day, Nintendo game creators share one belief: there's nothing wrong with having a little fun. With that, I'm going to step aside to let our developers show you their new games. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Looks like I'm gonna have to buy a trophy shelf now. Just for all my little toys. However, I'm a big Zelda fan. So, I haven't looked in depth into Highland Warrior. So, depending on how they present it here, I may have to get a fucking Wii U.
I'm Ebisu of the Goodfield Company. Thanks for having me.
When Nintendo reached out to Goodfield, we didn't ask them to make Yoshi's Woolly World as a sequel to Kirby's Epic Yarn. We said we wanted to make a Yoshi game. But we asked them to use the yarn and fabric as materials for creating new gameplay mechanics. To create a new kind of Yoshi game filled with those kinds of elements.
For Kirby, we used strands of yarn as the core element and expressed things through their movement. This time, now that we were working in a three-dimensional world with depth, the challenge was that a single strand wasn't going to be visually impressive. So how do you play with a pile of yarn? Or some cloth? We thought about those things pretty hard.
They get unraveled and knitted up, and do a lot of things like that. Both Mario and Yoshi games are 2D action platformer games. The big difference is that Mario games are about performing challenging tasks within a given time limit. But with Yoshi games, they don't have any time limits. So you're able to freely explore the vast game world. You can make new discoveries. It's turning out to be an action game where you can have fun in a wide variety of ways.
When you usually make an action game, things like how far you can jump are set at a certain distance, so you would build the terrain with that in mind. But in the case of Yoshi, he's so almighty. If he tries, he can fly as far as he wants. His tongue is the most powerful weapon. Well, it may be weird calling it a weapon. So, as we were thinking about how we should build the game, Tezuka-san told us that it's centered around exploration. We took it as Yoshi's abilities are there to be utilized for exploration. From there, we were able to progress with the game's development smoothly.
By using yarn, there are new ways to explore.
There are a lot of transformations in the game because Yoshi himself is made of yarn.
So this time, we put in two-player mode. Two Yoshis appear, and that actually plays really well. Two people can play to help each other out. So in tough situations, if there are two players, they can both overcome it. Yoshi can eat up and spit out the other Yoshi wherever he likes. This is really important in co-op, and can be used in a way to attack the other player.
Well, you know what? At least they're showing gameplay, right? Instead of just another fucking CGI trailer like yesterday.
Different ways to express the yarn fabric for Yoshi.
I mean, a lot of these games look like they're going to be great, but we have no fucking clue how they're actually going to be, because all it was CGI trailers. No gameplay.
Until we decided to go with the current form.
Yeah, this time it's about a textured look. And we also wanted to give the world a handmade feel. But we then asked, what makes things look handmade? We tried making things of our own, hoping that it would help in reflecting the handmade feel to the game.
There is certainly a key phrase that I have. It's Amazing Yoshi. I always want to put in the element of surprise. And
yeah, that's what really pissed me off about yesterday.
Just by owning it.
Really pissed me off about yesterday. Oh, I shouldn't say pissed me off, really. Just annoyed me a little bit. God, yes. Who hasn't wanted to play as Toad? Riding on the dragon, that's kind of badass.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hey, look, I'm really sorry about kidnapping you 80 plus times, but my bad. So is it cool if I have the last donut?
Oh, Peach is a bitch.
I deserve that.
Of Zelda!
Last year, I said that revisiting the conventions of the Zelda series would be our theme for the new Zelda game for Wii U. However, before I get into that, let me talk about something that I needed to help to realize this ambition. In fact, it's something that we've wanted to do for a long time in the Legend of Zelda series, and so development began with this as our focus. In the earlier releases of the Legend of Zelda games, players got to explore a wide area, scrolling up, down, left, and right. However, after the game transitioned to 3D and the hardware continued to evolve, it became harder to create that feel of being in a vast world. For example, in Wind Waker, we used various techniques to create a wide world where you could freely explore many isolated islands. But it was very hard to create one large world where everything felt connected. We had to design small, bounded areas with a defined entrance and exit. And putting them all together made it feel like you were playing in a large world.
Wind Waker was pretty sweet.
You still couldn't cut through the boundaries wherever you liked to explore that world.
When I first played, the graphics kind of put me off a little bit, but I was like, yeah, they grew on me.
Game for Wii U. But first, please take a look at how the game looks on screen. This is the
Nothing happened.
world of Zelda.
That's pretty
World, isn't it?
that's pretty hot looking.
You can even reach those mountains in the distance if you walk far enough. We couldn't create such a wide world like this in the past. As far as what you can do with such a vast field to explore, as soon as those boundaries are removed, it means you can enter any area from any direction. So the puzzle solving in this game begins the moment the player starts to think about where they want to go, how they will get there, and what they will do when they arrive. This is a clean break from the conventions of past games in the Zelda series, where you had to follow a set path and play through the scenario in the right order. I believe this departure will create opportunities for new gameplay that have not been experienced in previous Zelda games. As you can see, and as you know from the Zelda series, the world in these games can be quite peaceful. However, it is a Zelda game after all, so strong enemies will certainly appear, even in this setting. Powerful enemies appearing in such a peaceful world is one of the defining features of the Zelda series.
I think that one convention we can keep, right?
Yeah, fucking open world Zelda, that's pretty badass. Oh shit. Them fucking lasers. Wow. I actually thought that was going in a different direction.
Do you ever take those gloves off? No! Take my gloves off, do whatever I want. Oh, here we go. Okay, now. Shut up!
Dead witches get dragged to hell. It is what it is.
Whatever your friend did to get on the other side of these, let's just say she's not having a good day.
Really?
Welcome to hell, love.
I'm not one for pets who don't listen to their masters.
You know, love, you're probably the only person on the planet who says go to hell and means take me there.
I'm afraid I don't have time to dance too long. A friend is waiting for me.
Time's almost up. Bayonetta, you better start creating miracles.
Yeah, I never played the first one. I have 1 and 2 though.
Can't you? Flock off, Featherface.
Thomas?
I'm the general producer of Hyrule Warriors, Koinuma of Koei Tecmo.
I'm the development producer of Hyrule Warriors, Hayashi of Koei Tecmo.
I'm Anuma of Nintendo, supervisor.
There are a lot of us in the Hyrule Warriors development team who grew up playing The Legend of Zelda. So getting the chance to work on this series, we were actually a little nervous.
But Anuma-san told us we could do whatever we like a number of times, and it became the action style that it is now.
A big difference between this and the Zelda games is that you're fighting an army, and there are multiple battles occurring on the field at once. If your forces are in trouble, you'll get a warning, so you have the option to go out there and help out your allies.
What I think is great with the Zelda world is how giant bosses appear, and you have to think about how to beat them. I think those things are what makes the essence of Zelda, which I think will be a new discovery for fans of the Dynasty Warriors series.
Right, Steve? Fucking
There's
insane.
also a 2-player mode.
You can play 2 players by using both TV and gamepad. It's not a split-screen experience, so you're able to each be fully immersed on a single screen. There are a lot of playable characters, but you know, since it's The Legend of Zelda, there are Link and Princess Zelda. Impa, who appears through the series, is playable as well. Also, Midna from Twilight Princess makes an appearance as a playable character. If there is a certain character you like in the series, this is the first game where you'll be able to play as your favorite character.
There are a lot of playable characters in the Dynasty Warrior series. But man, the ideas they come up with for what kind of moves they give the characters are amazing. They really think of amazing things.
So now, it's really turning out as a great new Zelda collaboration title that's worthy of the name Hyrule Warriors.
Since this collaboration was a first of its kind, we were able to make it a great game that's like a celebration of both franchises. I really hope.
Oh, it's like a Zelda hack and slash.
As a collaborative title, it has both the essence of Zelda and the essence of Dynasty Warriors, as well as a lot of other essences they have all mixed in to form a brand new experience. It'll be great if both fans get interested in playing the other series. It'll make me really happy if they all have fun playing.
Kirby! Everyone, you gotta love Kirby. You gotta love Kirby. Well, something's wrong with you. That's for damn sure. Little round fluff ball. Oh, Steve. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Oh, maybe one day you can pick it up, though. The Rainbow, what was that, cruise? Here it is.
Thanks for coming back, Mario.
Maybe now you reconsider announcing Mario Ballet.
What about Star Fox? Congratulations!
No way. Paint.
Hi, I'm Nogami, the producer of Splatoon.
I'm Amano, one of the game's directors.
And I'm the other director, Sakaguchi.
Splatoon is an 8-player, 4-on-4 online multiplayer action game. It's all about controlling territory. Teams battle to claim their turf by splattering the map with ink, and the team with the most territory, when time runs out, wins.
Nogami-san actually came up with the squid idea. One day, out of the blue, he was like, hey, let's make them squids.
Rather than designing the characters and then making a game around that, we instead came up with the game first and then created characters we thought would work well with the gameplay. That's actually how Nintendo prefers to approach game design.
One day when Sakaguchi-san and I were hanging out on our day off, he said, hey, what if you're able to switch between being a squid and a person? For example, say you can only shoot ink as a person, but as a squid, you're able to perform a wider range of actions. With that as our main concept, we thought about different ways to expand the gameplay, and the squid idea meshed perfectly.
We thought of things like, what if you can swim really fast in your own ink as a squid? Or what if your feet get stuck when walking through enemy ink? Through this process, we kept expanding the game's features, which brought us to where we're at now, with players able to do things like ink and swim up walls and swim super fast through their own ink.
As a person, your first priority is shooting ink to expand your territory. Once you've done that, you've got more turf to move through as a squid and make use of your squid abilities.
When you're using the gamepad, you can quickly look up or tilt your gaze downward to aim. It's really natural and intuitive. I think these controls are a great use of the gamepad's gyro sensor.
An overhead view of the entire map is also displayed on the gamepad. And you can check it to see what colors of ink are being splattered where in real time. This really lets you keep an eye on how the battle is unfolding.
Normally with shooters, you only get moment-to-moment glimpses of the action. But because of the layering nature of splattering the ground with ink, you can tell by glancing at the map what other players are up to and where they're headed. I think that adds a new layer of strategy to a game like this. Spices it up a bit. The other neat use of the gamepad is making use of your allies' icons displayed on the map. If you tap one of these icons, you'll blast off from your location and land next to them ready to go. This is just one more mechanic that adds a nice twist to the strategy.
Your enemies are shooting ink as well. With regular guns, you can't really see bullets flying by. But since this is ink, you'll be able to see it flying from around a corner, and you'll know, whoa, there's a bad guy over there.
If you forge forward and ink a path, your allies will be able to use it to follow you, and you'll be able to get to your enemy's territory quicker. But on the other hand, they can just ink over that and ruin your strategy. In this way, splattering ink is both an offensive and a defensive tool.
There are a lot of different ways to play depending on your style. Some people like to stay hidden in the ink for a long time and wait for the perfect chance to pop out. Other people just blaze ahead, inking a path to try to get as far as they can into enemy territory as fast as they can. There are a lot of different tactics you can employ, but no matter how you play, the ink you're shooting has an effect on everyone else. You'll never feel like you're playing alone or in a vacuum. It's pretty magical, really. Amano-san, you like to try and ambush people, right?
Do I? Yeah, I guess so.
I play it a bit safer and lay down a lot of ink and make it hard for enemies to advance into my team's territory. I like to stay at home and protect the base.
Yeah, that's not my style at all.
I'm just plain bad.
Yeah, Nogami-san, you're really not very good.
Definitely interesting. Personally, I'm curious to how long I would find it entertaining.
Well, that just about wraps up things for the Nintendo Digital event. But at the same time, it's just the beginning of your continuous contact with Nintendo at the show this year. First of all, right after we sign off, we invite you to stay tuned on Nintendo's Twitch channel for our post-show recap, Nintendo Minute Live at E3. There's even more game news we didn't have time to squeeze into this video. If you're in the LA area, we invite you to come on down to the Super Smash Bros. Invitational this afternoon. It's a one-of-a-kind tournament in the Nokia Theater at LA Live. To see as much Super Smash Bros. Live action,
I was expecting a few more things, really.
You'll find more details at e3.nintendo.com/invitational. But Nintendo's experience at E3 is also spreading across the country, thanks to our partnership with Best Buy. You'll find more details at bestbuy.com/smashfest. And if you want to just follow along without ever leaving home, our coverage is going to be nonstop. We're going to be broadcasting Nintendo Treehouse live at E3 from the show floor directly on Nintendo's Twitch channel. If you care about games, want to see more of the action, and hear from many of the people who created those games, this is Binge Heaven. And yes, Mr. Miyamoto will be among the guests. Follow us on our Twitch and YouTube channels, get more information at Nintendo.com, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and join the Miiverse E3 community. We've covered a lot of ground today, so I want to thank you for watching. But I just can't leave you without one more little teaser. Enjoy E3 and play Nintendo.
This fighter from Hyrule is quite impressive indeed. For a mere mortal.
Zelda anime? Or Super Smash Brothers anime? Really? Hold on. Oh, the classic Links.
Lady Palutena?
Oh, I'm not here to save you, Pit. I'm here for a little, divine intervention.
Wait, you want to fight too, Lady Palutena?
I'm no stranger to fighting. Have you forgotten that time we fought each other?
Well, yeah, sure. But that was when the Chaos Skin had you under mind control.
Well, anything an angel can do, a goddess can do better. Perhaps you'd like to see some of the powers I once used to protect you.
Interesting.
Heavenly light, explosive flame, warp, rocket jump, reflect, auto reticle, jump glide, counter, super speed, angelic missile, celestial fireworks, lightweight, black hole, mega laser.
You don't have to prove anything to me, Lady Palutena.
Looks like angels only talk big. Many worthy foes have gathered here. And I won't hold back on anyone.
What's going on, PQRS?
Dark Pit, you just dropped in to crash my party?
Ah, 宮本です。こんにちは。今 ゲームパッドとテレビを使った新しいゲームをいっぱい作ってます。これはね、とても新しい体験のゲームがたくさんできたんですけども、今度 E3 でいくつかお見せしたいと思います。ゲームパッドを使って遊んでると大きなテレビを見てる。そうすると遊んでる人以外にも周りで見てる人も楽しいんですね。ぜひとも周りで見てても楽しい新しい経験を E3 のフロアでも見ていってください。よろしく。
And that wraps that up, apparently.
Nintendo Minute live at E3 and all aboard the E3 hype train.
That's right.
I'm Kit. I'll be your conductor. This is Krista. She's going to be punching your ticket, and I have officially taken this analogy way too far.
Well, I definitely gotta say, Zelda looked fucking absolutely amazing. It did. I don't know if that was gameplay or trailer or whatever.
Yes. So
But that landscape was absolutely beautiful.
figures called Amiibo. Kit has one right here. Mario. And
That fire, those lasers. Oh my god.
with Amiibo. So why don't we start off with what is different about Amiibo and what sets it apart from?
That's definitely my number one thing for getting a Wii U.
Different games. So this Mario figure that I have here, I can use it in Super Smash Brothers for Wii U.
Hack and slash Zelda.
Future games down the line that support
That should be interesting as well.
It's really up to the developers to determine
Hyrule
how they
Warriors.
want to implement Amiibo into their games. So it's a very flexible platform that gives developers a lot of options.
Yeah, and we have a really cool trailer hosted by one of our favorite people ever, Bill Trinan. So why don't we run that trailer now so you can see more about Amiibo?
I'll get you.
Get you. What?
I'll get you, Mario. No way. I'm not gonna win. Ha! Ha! Oh. Hello, everyone. I'm Bill Trinan from Nintendo's Treehouse. Looks like you caught me playing with my toys. When I was a kid, I used to spend a lot of time imagining who would win when my toys got into a fight. And sometimes, I still do. But wouldn't it be fun if you could actually find out? Well, pretty soon you can. You see, while these may seem like regular figures, they actually hold a secret within. We're calling them Amiibo, and we're going to create Amiibo for a variety of Nintendo characters, games, and series starting later this year. When you touch these Amiibo to the Wii U gamepad controller, you will see these characters come to life in your games in many different ways. Amiibo will expand the gameplay experience of supporting titles and bring out new types of fun and new ways to interact with your favorite Nintendo characters. But since it's probably difficult to
I'll get you, Mario!
Amiibo will expand your experience, I'd like to show you. So let me explain using the first of many upcoming Amiibo-compatible games, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, which will release this holiday alongside the first series of Amiibo. Now when I talk about figures and Smash Bros., fans of the series will probably think of this. This was the opening video from Super Smash Bros. Melee. The original concept behind this series is that figures come to life and do battle all on their own.
And now they really do.
Figures like these? Well, that wish is about
Yay.
true with Amiibo. Let's say you head over to a friend's house with a Link figure in tow. Your friend has a Wii Fit trainer figure, and luckily, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Each figure contains the spirit of the character they represent.
Freaking trainer.
When you touch
You gotta be
Amiibo
kidding me.
to the Wii U gamepad, that character will appear in the game to do battle while you cheer it on from the sidelines. Just like the original concept for the Smash Bros. Series. There are many different ways to engage these characters in battle.
Alright, so they're just doing all the recap.
Against other figures,
So, what do you guys think?
They can team up and fight alongside you, and they may even be able to beat up your friends for you, in the game of course. Every time your Amiibo battles, its abilities will get a small boost. Through battle, they can increase their overall level, along with their defense and attack powers. They can even learn tactics to become stronger opponents. In fact, Through training, they can become quite formidable. Fighting against
And while it's a neat idea,
a lot more interesting than fighting against
it's
plain old CPU opponent.
it's
Remember,
too much.
Even if you and a friend both buy Link figures, they won't be the same.
Yeah, I wonder how much those cost a piece.
Unique capabilities. That means your Link amiibo becomes your personal version of Link that you can train and customize in ways that make it different from your friend's version of Link. You get to breathe new life into each figure as you watch them evolve and witness their personality take shape. This unique data will be collected and stored inside each amiibo. In this way, each amiibo is your own unique figure that can act as your alter ego, partner, or rival, just by playing together. Plus, if you battle your amiibo against other amiibo, they will level up faster than against CPU or human opponents. Collect your favorite figures, then battle, train, level up, and form your own unique bond with them. Who knows? Your amiibo may even be able to beat that one friend you never seem to be able to take down on your own. When we launch Super Smash Bros. For Wii U this winter, we plan to release several Super Smash Bros. Amiibo as well. Now isn't this a sight to behold? And there are plans for even more characters on the way, so look forward to hearing more. And remember, Super Smash Bros. Isn't the only game that will use Amiibo. We also plan to make games like Mario Kart 8, Mario Party 10, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, and Yoshi's Woolly World compatible with Amiibo. Are you wondering how each of those games will interact with Amiibo? Well, each game is different, so look forward to hearing more about them in the future. We have other plans for Amiibo too. More games and figures are in the works as I speak. And one more thing. Next year, we plan to release a peripheral that will make it so you can use Amiibo on Nintendo 3DS too. So look forward to
Well, again, I don't deal with handheld.
that take advantage of Amiibo as well. Combining Amiibo with our games opens up a whole range of potential new gameplay experiences. It's one of the most exciting things Nintendo is debuting at E3. Stay tuned for future announcements.
Let's see. One thing I definitely gotta look for is when the Steam Summer Sale. I got some shit I need to buy.
Well, what'd you think? I think you will definitely be collecting all of the Amiibo figures.
I have my own personal prediction about Amiibo to share. I will own them all.
Yes, you are a hoarder, so you definitely will own them all, I'm sure. So we talked about a ton of Wii U titles in the Nintendo Digital event, but we can't forget about Nintendo 3DS. So let's talk about that really quickly right now. So we're really excited to announce two Nintendo 3DS titles right now. Fantasy Life will be launching on October 24th of this year from Level 5, and this is a really cool new take on an RPG where you get to play through the game and you get to do different jobs and you literally get to get a life. So
Level 5 makes great RPGs, and another game to talk about, two of your favorite series coming together.
yes, so I'm a huge fan of Professor Layton, and you guys know that I'm a huge fan of the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney series, and these two games are coming together in Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and that launches also for Nintendo 3DS on August 29th. So really, really excited about that.
All right. Well, while they're doing their little treehouse bit, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna get some more coffee, actually. Then I gotta start working on a list of everything I'm gonna need to get or try to get in the near future. Dear God. The only thing that's going to be a real bitch is getting all these consoles and a capture card. Oh God, things are happening.
Revealing an entirely new Nintendo 3DS game that we haven't talked about before. We will also be live tweeting that.
But
yeah, don't miss that. Before we jump over to some more discussion.
Cut that off. Little music going again. Alright guys, I will be back in a few minutes. What is it, 12:55? Let's go get lunch. Let's all go get lunch. Come on. My treat. Yeah. We'll do some discussions and whatnot. Definitely do some wait, what are they doing right here? What is this? Oh, another handheld. It's so, thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll be right back. And I am back. Oh man. Okay, so what's going on, Blue Dragon? Yeah, the Super Smash Brothers, like Skylanders. I kind of want to see. See, they never said a price, did they? Those Yeah, they never said a price. God, those things are probably like, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe 15 to 20 bucks each. If I can track down some info here. Probably not going to have it listed yet. Yeah, I don't see any information on it yet. Nice little cash grab, though. Have a nice little shelf. Come up there like trophies. Dust them off once in a while. No one actually cares. What we got? What we got coming up here? Drive, 7-8 Games, Microsoft Studios, ID at Xbox, unannounced title, 11/12. Square Enix has 2 unannounced titles. Okay. Yeah, 120. Batman Arkham Knights. Oh, that's definitely going to be worth a watch. That game looked absolutely gorgeous. Fucking gorgeous. I saw that and the pants just came right off. Gotta say. Someone else tweeted earlier. Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls. Diablo fan. Earth, Shadows of Mordor. Fable Legend, which they showed yesterday. That whole playing as a villain with the DM aspect, that looked pretty interesting to me, actually. Being able to control the map, spawns, traps, everything like that. That looks like you can just be a complete dick and get away with being a complete dick. Be fun. So let's see here. 11. Oh my god, so what do I have to play? I have to get through both Witchers, the Arkham series, Dragon Age, I know I got time before Arkham. Oh, it was October. Oh, I'm thinking of something. Yeah. Arkham Knights is not till 15. Oh, and let's not forget that sexy ass Batmobile. Oh, that Batmobile. Good stuff. Great stuff, actually. That's oh. And then Dragon Age. That release date again. October 7th. That's what I'm thinking about. So definitely have some time for Dragon Age to fit that in, no problem. Excuse me. Okay, that's also Bloodborne. That's 2015. We do have some time to fit a lot of these titles in before all of the new releases. Here it is. Excuse me. Let's see. The Witcher series will be fun to watch. Really slow to get into. Force yourself through the... Yay! I'm normally so good at that. Forcing myself. Probably in the top 10. Well, curious. And what is your number one? I know we still got to get through Deadly Premonition. Morrowind. Yeah, Morrowind is the only Elder Scrolls game I've ever played. I only played about 15 minutes of it. Though I did not get very far in that. Or if I also would like to play Skyrim at some point. But what else? I know Zelda's gonna be 2015. So I definitely have some time. Get my hands on these consoles. Titles drop.
really talking about that yet, so that's kind of
Okay.
a tease.
I understand.
But it also has a certain level of persistence that normal run-of-the-mill RPGs, I don't think have that yet.
So I've got one question that came in from chat. Is there any correlation between the stories that take place, or
It's the same universe.
Same universe,
Yes.
but not necessarily might not be connected.
New setting, new characters, new elements, and everything. There's traces of the Dead Island universe, of the whole franchise, in the game.
Okay.
The humor and the tone and how we portray the apocalypse and how the zombies look and everything, but it's all brand new.
Okay. Awesome. Well, it sounds like we're ready to finally show you this extended trailer for Dead Island 2. Let's check it out.
Dead Island trailer.
Okay, wake up in the morning to the clear blue sky. Turn up the music when I hop in the ride. The windows down, let the whole world see. Can't nobody rock it like little old me. I'm the bomb and about to blow up. I'm the bomb and about to blow up. I got my chucks and my dickies and I put it on black. Banging Sinatra in a black Cadillac. My old lady leaning out the whole window.
Bam! That's the greatest. Just tackle the chick in the bikini. Yeah, I love that instant zombie progression. Well, hopefully they're going to show some gameplay.
Freaking awesome! Let's go! Dude, chill! I got this!
Fantastic work. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not
I think that is the trailer they played yesterday.
here at E3 2014. It's just it's well done. It gets me super excited for the game too, which is right. That's what it's supposed to do. And when we saw the folks,
Maybe I misunderstood him. I thought he said it was going to be an extended.
like they love this, right? I'm gonna be those guys in this game. Awesome.
Guess I'm wrong.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Huh.
Guys, Dead Island 2. I'm sure we're gonna be getting more information on it soon. So keep checking out the everything from these guys, and we've got more coming up actually in just a moment. We got Homefront. We're gonna see here over on the other stage. So we've got more from day 1 of E3 2014. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Xbox One gaming headsets have arrived. Designed Designed for Xbox One, the X07 and X04 give you the perfect mix of stunning game and chat audio in two awesome new designs.
Going down.
Stay connected on Xbox Live and Skype with clear, crisp chat audio and use them wherever gaming takes you. Gear up for Xbox One today.
They're the best headphones ever made.
Don't miss out on the year's ultimate gaming bundle, the Twitch E3 digital ticket. This collection of digital goods includes content from these renowned studios. You decide the price. Each purchase benefits the ESA Foundation and its mission to improve children's lives through video games. This week only, experience E3 like a pro with a Twitch E3 digital ticket.
My God. So I was watching on GameSpot. I'm over on Twitch's channel now. Just this chat, man. Freaking chat.
So the events of Homefront, the first Homefront took place in 2025. Homefront: The Revolution takes place 4 years later. We're having a fresh take on the story, so there's no canon behavior coming through into the new Homefront. So the Koreans have kind of invaded the States, and they are there in full force. It's a mature occupation, and they're sort of ruling with an iron fist.
They're ruling with iron fist. They've made it all the way to Philadelphia, I've heard.
Yeah. So Philadelphia's where they are, where they've taken their capital. So this obviously resonates with us. There's a lot of things.
All right, so yeah, definitely. Okay, once again, two top games I'm personally looking forward to. Even though I haven't played the series, Arkham Knights. That shit just looked. Ha! Oh, fucking nerd boner. The Zelda release. The Highland Warrior, I don't know. That's kind of give and take. It really is. Because as much as I love Zelda, like a kind of a hack and slash kind of ordeal. Not really feeling it. Far Cry. Far Cry. I forgot about Far Cry. I haven't played that series either. That's something we're going to have to do.
So, I mean, the KPA of basically us Korean People's Army, they're, like I said earlier, they're sort of in full control.
Pay No Heed Live. How you doing, sir? At least we didn't have to deal with any terrible scripted voice acting during those Rainbow Six trailers and everything like that. God, I hate scripted acting when they're doing trailers like. Who talks like that? Honestly, who the hell talks like that when they're playing games with friends? Clearly, it was enough screaming and yelling and cussing at each for screwing up.
Wow. So I was just going to say this game is gorgeous, but it's also quite ridiculous. We see somebody here peeing and I guess getting focused on
I mean, what we're
Huh.
showing here is sort of the open environment of the world, and sort of this is kind of this sort of brutality.
No Man's Sky. That looked kind of interesting.
That's kind of what we're showing here now.
So I mean, this is the future, but we've also been set a while back in technology in the U.S. I guess for the Revolution Fighters. So what kind of weapons are we going to see here that they're going to?
Watching E3 one. Okay, yeah. Gotta be careful with those Bioshock spoilers.
Building their own weapons and sort of looking out for, exploring the environment to find scavenge that they can build and create their own improvised weaponry.
And we've seen some unique elements here. He had his camera out. He was, I guess, casing the joint, checking out what he was going to, how he was going to approach.
I mean, so what we see here, this symbol up at the top here, this is kind of what we call this.
What are you guys looking forward to the most so far?
Around the world for each other, and you kind of look out for this, and sort of, that's where you can kind of give each other scavengeables and weaponry. And we saw a brief glimpse there of this uprising going on. So as you kind of chip away at the KPA's sort of stranglehold on the environment, you gain uprising, and as you do that, the world will evolve and react to your sort of presence. So here, this uprising mechanic here that we've implemented.
So that's interesting. Is there, aside from completing the game, completing missions, does that automatically sort of rally people to you?
Yeah, so, I mean, so we call it an evolving Philadelphia. It's a dynamic, evolving world that the player plays in. And at the start of the game,
Zelda and Bloodborne.
said earlier, in full control, and you see that.
God, that Zelda game looked
Of the civilians and how people.
absolutely gorgeous.
Certain gameplay areas aren't available to the player, but as the player kind of gains this uprising mechanic, the world naturally evolves around them, and you'll see the sort of behaviors change differently. But then also, as kind of you unlock further levels of uprising, new areas become available to the player. So the world that you see at the start of the game isn't the world you'll see at the end of the game.
That is pretty exciting. So what else am I missing here? We have a huge open world gameplay. We have some incredible weapons that we're going to get a chance to use. He's building something right here, I'm guessing, what he's grabbing off.
Yeah, so here we see the player going into a stash. This has sort of been hidden away, and there's kind of a weapon mod there, which I'll touch more on later. And he's kind of picked up an RC car, which he can kind of use to create these improvised explosive devices, pop them on the RC car, and kind of, I mean, we'll see it in a bit. I don't want to give too much away before we go to it.
That's wonderful. So tell me a little bit about the team that you have working on this game. Where do they come from? What are their influences? And what do you bring to the game personality-wise?
So the game is based in the Nottingham studio. So the
Last Guardian,
Radical guys,
Offensive Kingdom Hearts 3.
We've also got people in Frankfurt working.
They haven't announced those yet, have they? On here? Maybe that's the ones coming up today.
Do you have a favorite element of the game?
Supposedly that Star Fox title is just going to be a mini game.
So I think we just touched on it there. This resistance support mechanic, but I don't want to go too much into it. But
this feels very natural here.
Very sad.
You've got some technology. You see games incorporating this technology that we have today.
Yeah.
So a lot of games you're running around the woods with guns. Well, it would be solved with a cell phone. It would be solved with a text message.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Are we going to have some non-violent solutions here also?
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, we want to sort of go back to the heritage, back to the roots of the Crytek sort of brand, and what we've done here. And you can kind of see what we're trying to do here is kind of create these 360 setup scenarios where it's not just about one way to attack we're attacking a police station here. Not just about one way to solve a problem, but you really allow the player to think about how they're going to tackle each one.
So we see here the vehicles coming in.
Yeah, so what we've shown here is so there's an explosion, a distraction's gone off in the distance that the player's been a part of, and that drawing the KPA out of their location. And obviously you can see it's still heavily fortified, so the player can't just charge in there guns blazing as you would in
Surprise! I haven't played any of the Fallout series either.
But we're not encouraging it by the way we're balancing the game. So we don't want the player to just be able to charge in guns blazing and sort of do everything really easily. They've really got to think about how they're going to get to their objective. And that's kind of what we see here with this. We call it the Gorilla Toolkit. So he's able to build and craft these items from scavenge and then combine them to create kind of interesting and varied scenarios for how they're going to tackle a situation.
All right, this looks like an interesting element here. He's constructed a rolling C4.
Yeah, and basically this sort of the objective is to get a bomb on the door, and yeah, you could go in, and shoot everyone up, but chances of success on that are very kind of slight. So it's this hit and run tactics where you've kind of got to use your noggin a little bit about how you're going to get into the scenario. So here we see him using the cover of a vehicle going in and getting that bomb
It's like I'm watching Bad Boys 2 right now.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm focused on this little guy here. He's gonna make it all the way to the tower. There we go. Okay. Here we go. So do you have anybody helping you out in this game? Do you have like a buddy, somebody you want to protect, hang out with?
So I mean that sort of touches on the feature that I sort of hinted at earlier. We have this concept of resistance support. So it's not a specific kind of co-op buddy. I think in the
Halo 2 Remastered. Yeah, they did a fucking amazing job of that.
kind of resistance that you recruit to help you in certain situations. So here we've kind of
An amazing job with that. And thank God I haven't gotten through the entire Halo 2. What I'm happy about is they remastered it. Apparently not changing anything. It's exactly how it was.
like I say, I don't want to give too much of the story away, but
But that's one thing I hate whenever something is remastered. It will change shit. It's no longer the same game it was.
Without giving too much away, that is the toughest part of talking about games that are about to come out. Don't give too much away, but without giving too much away, what are you guys planning? Once you get everybody in this game, what are they really going to be able to do, maybe with each other? Am I going to be able to play with friends at all?
I think I'm really like one of the only people that's like really excited for the Order.
side of things, we'll talk more about that later, but we are going to support 4-player co-op in this, but that's just a little teaser and no more on that. But here what we can say is the kind of the advanced weapon customization that we've got, so it's kind of creating and crafting these your own weapons on this. So an M4 at the start isn't necessarily an M4 at the end of the game. So I'd touch a little bit on kind of what we're seeing here. So at the start of the game, the player was inside what we call a yellow zone, which is these sort of police districts. And as he's kind of where the KPA have a strong presence, but as you go out and you transition into the environment, he's gone into a red zone there, and that's more the open guerrilla warfare that we kind of see on the streets of Philadelphia. We kind of hinted at the end. So.
Excellent. Well, where are we going to be able to get this game?
So 2015.
That's unforgiving as. Wait a minute, hold on.
2015, more specifics. This has been a lot of teasing and only a little bit of.
Oh, okay. Let's see what. Misread that. I thought you were calling the game easy, but then I read it's unforgiving as balls. I was like, well, what do you mean? Which one the hell? What is it? Rip Coil, what's going on? How are you? Good to see you again. How's Twisted, by the way? I haven't seen him around in a while.
Lead project designer here. What is it like in the office trying to do this?
I mean, it's always hard work, isn't it? Making games, and but yeah, I mean, it's starting to take shape now. I think everyone at the studio is really excited about kind of the potential for it.
That's good. When people in the studio are excited, then I think the gamers can get excited.
Yeah.
All right, where can we find more information as this develops?
So we're going to look to put together a playable demo for Gamescom. I'm not sure if I'm actually supposed to communicate that, but I've just done it.
Oh,
so.
well, that's
Yeah, the Order that.
PR team, right, Will?
That definitely has my.
So, other than that, I mean, you guys have a Twitter. Do you guys have a website we can sign up?
Wait a minute. When
Yeah, so it's this is why you need a PR person because can go that, but you can check out crytek.com and
homefrontgame.com.
There you
Thank
go.
you, PR guy. All right.
But yeah, you can check out the Crytek website as well and get more information on there.
Excellent. Well, you guys, I'm sure, want more information. You can check that out. We are here with Adam, the lead designer from Homefront: The Revolution. I know you guys are excited, and we have to save the U.S., so start following and get ready.
I'm Luke Carmali, and this is IGN News. The Order 1886 has been given a new release date of February the 20th, 2015. Sony.
Shut up. Okay, so yeah, the Order isn't out till February. And some awesome looking collector's edition. Well. I've never really been big on getting collector's editions for titles, you know, where it comes with all the crap, but Order one looks might be worth on it by chance? $80.
Here, and I've got tons of questions for you guys. I'm sure we'll see tons of questions from chat also, so keep it coming. But what are some of the things you guys want to touch on today?
Might have to get that. Kind of busy today. Yeah, I know all about that night shift. Sleeping schedule is completely backwards. Everyone else around you. Premium I did.
A medium-sized area for Dragon Age Inquisition, but this area is actually bigger than all of Dragon Age Origins put together all by itself.
Wow.
Yeah. In fact, basically everywhere you can see here.
Oh, the Dragon Age. Here we go.
Open up a lot of movement as well. You can jump now to go over, obstacles to kind of make your way up and down.
Gameplay.
Jump now. Yeah.
Going here.
I know. Revolution.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised by that.
But no, I mean we haven't done that before, and when we said we want to have areas that are more vertical, areas that you can interact with. Right now we're looking at a cool kind of mechanic that has you kind of hunting around the area looking for lost artifacts.
So is that what a shard is? Is that shard spotted?
Yeah.
All right,
In
cool.
fact, bad guys have kind of been here ahead of us and started setting these up in these.
Right now I'm just watching the Twitch's channel.
Though I don't think we're going to talk too much about the bad guys.
Yeah. So what's my incentive to go and explore, like, on these hills? Like, well, why am I going? Like, why should I deviate off the path on my quest to go where I'm going next?
So the thing we wanted to make sure is that when you're out in the world, that it's all purposeful. So ultimately, everything you're doing is either designed to strengthen you and your party, so you're getting crafting materials to build better weapons, better armor, or you're doing.
I don't know if I would use the tactical battle, to be honest with you. I would rather just keep everything live time.
That's really one of the core tenets of Dragon Age Inquisition is that you're the leader of an organization. This allows you to do things you couldn't do as an individual.
Right. So what are the benefits to me for like making my Inquisition like more influential, stronger? Like what impact does that have on the game?
There's a few really
You actually cannot put it on screen, Killer.
It's really the mechanic by which you decide where the story goes next.
Right.
Rather than like
You're not allowed to broadcast E3.
We wanted to break that up and say, look, we're setting a goal for you. You want to lay siege to this fortress, or you want to, get your way into this fancy Orlesian ball. Well, you need to be influential enough to kind of.
That's I think going to be coming up here pretty soon. EQRS. A lot of. There you go. They said I couldn't broadcast it. They said nothing about holding up a mirror. Well, let's not tempt Twitch, shall we? Let's definitely not do that.
When you come back to a space, if it was relatively easy, then it will still be so. More likely, though, is that you'll have been there, established camps, started influencing the area. You'll start seeing your banners flying and your men patrolling the roads rather than it just being like a static locale.
So conversely, I could like venture somewhere and face something like incredibly strong, and like I'm not ready for this, I'm gonna try anyway and get my ass kicked.
Speaking of something incredibly strong, here's one.
Oh, is that a dragon we see?
That was a completely well done. Well done. You just led me right in there. Yeah, so we've reworked dragons from the ground up. It's in the name, so we thought it would be worthwhile.
And here's the battle I guess they showed from yesterday.
Rather than targeting just a dragon like a giant circle, you now actually target individual limbs, and they're so big you can get into them, under them, fight through, pin them down. And one thing you'll see in this fight is, as it progresses, we're actually going to damage one of the limbs, and the dragon will start limping. And as it lands, it'll fall over, meaning you can pin it down, really go to town with your.
Could I like knock off like a wing or like hurt the wing so it doesn't like kind of fly above me? That's really cool.
That's right. Yeah, you can really target the individual parts to your advantage.
Yeah, I can already tell you right now, I would definitely lean more towards just alternating between characters instead of doing the tacticals.
That's way more than previous Dragon Age games, right? I mean,
yeah.
that's not surprising.
There's
More,
a
but
lot more upgrades, talent trees, you name it.
And so, just to be clear, this is still like like a single player like adventure, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Right.
So,
Very cool.
so you control all of these characters, and a little further on, we'll get into kind of the tactical view and showcase that.
Right.
But you'll notice here we're switching between different characters you control. So that lets you, say, okay, I'm going to move to my archer. I'm going to do this. You can do that all in real time, or as we'll show later, in pause.
That's very cool. So,
there, that's down on a leg.
Poor how many dragons? Like, how many different dragons are there? Can you tell me, or is like, can you hint at like, are there like a wide variety? Or
There's different types, different breeds. They look different. They're all in different areas. They're all basically apex predators, so they're really, really tough encounters. They're basically designed for endgame, but they drop incredible loot and crafting materials. And with dragon stuff, you can kind of make the best stuff in the game.
Oh, that's so. If I encounter a dragon, can I get away, or am I just like stuck?
You can.
I can.
At any time you can disengage.
Yeah, we really want to make sure because the game isn't auto balancing to you. You want to make sure that if you're engaging into a combat that you aren't ready for, that you can get the hell out of there.
Very cool. How about the save system? Like save whenever I want to like see spot dragon, save it, go encounter like. All right, well let me. I mean, I might not even need to do that, right?
Yeah, you can save anywhere. Pretty true to the games we've had previously.
Yeah, chat's going wild by the way. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So here we're actually a little bit further on. We're actually
Apps look really nice.
Castle. You can see the Fade Rift, which is
The castle area.
the world there up in the sky.
Badass.
The world of demons kind of leaking into this part of the world.
And how does Inquisition play into that? Is Inquisition trying to like do like a power play, like take care of this and then like take over everything? Like what's the? Can you tell me a little bit more about like the starting story?
Yeah, well, the Inquisition is actually founded kind of in opposition to everyone's wishes.
Right.
There's a lot of groups that see this giant cataclysm happen, and their response is to go, well, we need to make a decision and form a committee to have a, they don't do anything. And so when we sat down to build Inquisition, one of the things we talked about with the team is, what if instead of like joining the rebels or joining the Jedi, what if you started it, right? What if you were the beginning of that? So you were there from day one, and you kind of grew your own kind of power and grew into the role of Inquisitor. So the thing that makes you kind of special in the game is you have this mark on your hand. You don't know why it's there. That's one of the key mysteries. And with it, you can close these rifts that open up around the world. It's part of the reason people like look to you as a savior.
Ah.
Yeah.
So
hey,
here we go.
conversation. Now, I wanted to talk about this.
Go for it.
People have been looking for this forever. Hey, can we finally see a female Kenari in game? This is the first appearance, basically ever.
Yeah. Sexy.
And she's got awesome horns and tattoos and everything. Yeah. You can customize. There's 4 races, 2 genders. You actually have 2 different.
There you go, PQRS. Multi-twitch. Sometimes it saves lives.
Yeah, we're
this guy looks so sad.
Yeah, well, that was his son.
Oh, wow. All right, that would make me too upset. Yeah.
He's a little pissed.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously that was Liliana. We are going to have some returning characters. We've announced Morgan already.
Yep. Cullen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who's very divisive. You love him or you hate him.
I'm guessing there's some other cameos that maybe we're not speaking of now. Like, will we run into any Grey Wardens?
There's a non-zero chance of that.
Yes. All right.
So in this fight, you can see a little bit of the tactics just while we had it on screen there. With the pause and play, you're able to basically move the camera up. But the thing is, isn't a fixed angle. You can bring it down, zoom around the action. You can look at how it's playing out, and you can get some amazing screenshots. Amazing. So you get it. Changing the mode or losing your camera perspective. So it's the same thing as pause and unpause, but we haven't done this on the other platforms other than PC in the past.
So that's great. Now and I'm sure you guys put a lot of love into making sure it's easy on like the other platforms, on the consoles.
Yeah.
Yeah. The controls are really custom for each of the platforms. So
the PC feels a lot more mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
It's a controller. Though PC players can use the controller if they want to, which is something we again haven't done.
Right. Awesome. So
hey, fans, Iron Bull has a face. Everyone thought he was going to be our tally. You'd never see his face. He'd always be facing away from you.
Now he's got a face.
Yeah, like Creepy Watson or something. And this scene's kind of funnier. Fun in a dark way.
That's my favorite kind of fun.
I just saw someone ask, can we customize our followers' looks with armor? Yeah, you can. You can in and out for them.
Oh, good. That was actually one of my concerns. If we could change out appearances, armor, and everything like that.
kind of a fast way through it. If all you want to do is just story, and you want to just kind of optimize for it, 50. I don't know. It's hard to put a number on. It's still pretty big.
That is insane.
And we do
50 hours. It's not bad.
but when we built it, what we wanted to do was make it, you kind of set your own objectives. So you're going out and you're gathering craft.
And they said that's if you're just going story mode. God knows how many hours you're going to get out of it if you start doing side quests and hunting whatever else.
You're equipping. Yeah, it's awesome.
So that power then translates into story progress, right? And so now, cool, because my troops are better equipped, I'm now better able to deploy them, and So in that way, we have a way, kind of this tension between, do I upgrade myself, upgrade my position? You can spend money to make something better, or spend my, it's kind of like how do you want to play, and playing your way.
And can you go through the game like neglect your position, or you really get like punished heavily for that?
There are
when
going to
you're
be
not looking out for your peeps, then what's gonna happen?
There are going to be places where you need that force behind you. So like maybe and you need to knock down the door with extreme prejudice. Right. You need a few hundred guys.
I need to.
So
I need to start making a game plan here of when to start buying all this crap. Oh, god damn it, E3. Hopefully the Steam Summer Sale will hopefully be around the 10th. This past 2 years, what? It was the last year it was on the 11th. It started of July. Year before that, the 12th. Maybe it'll be the 10th, and they'll keep going with consistency, should I say. Which, if it is around there, that works out pretty well. God knows how many things I'm about to buy for that. And if I really don't need, I can easily, easily have a PS4 for next year with the capture card. Which, let's see. I can't remember if the name of the capture card I was looking at, because I haven't really been shopping around too much for them, because I have had zero need for a capture card. Now I'm gonna get a fucking capture card, or I could just stream right from the PS4. Yeah.